So this is sort of, it's weird, it's an anniversary, sort of. I don't know, do you have anniversaries at this? Anyway, so it turns out it's actually been 7 years since I've been doing electronics videos. The first electronics video I ever did was, it was about the Droido. What was it? I can't remember how to say it. I remember I had a problem with that in the actual video itself. So 7 years ago, this video came out and it was my first. So I started doing vlogs, which was me just chatting to the camera or showing you stuff that I was doing. And it's because I broke my ankle and so I wasn't able to go outside. So I just needed an outlet and people to talk to. But then I got this Droido, that's it. And it's basically, it was a theremin, a musical pencil. And I had this horrible old soldering gun that was just terrible. I didn't have anything like this for desoldering. I had the worst solder you could imagine. It was this awful, cheap stuff that came with the gun. So it was just bad. And I didn't have anything to solder on. I just had no experience whatsoever. So it was a bit of a chore, but I think I made it work in the end. And some people contacted me and said, hey, would you like this musical pencil to show off on your channel? And, you know, it's the kind of stuff that I would normally say no to, but I thought, you know, I remember that musical pencil and it was a bit of fun. And it is coming up to be around the same time of year that I released it. So something like July the 21st. I did look it up. Anyway, they've sent me one. I'll put a link in the description for Fill My Obligations. But this is it. It comes in a cheer storage box. Well, I'm assuming, I haven't opened it yet. I'm assuming this is the musical pencil. But it gave me a reason to get a tiny bit of value out of my old video there. So, and by the way, there is very little value in those old videos. How do we open this? Oh, look, actually, it is the musical pencil. So we've got a couple of batteries here. These are lithium ion, LIR. Is that not rechargeable? So maybe you can recharge this thing. Oh yeah, it looks like it comes with a, that is fantastic. Okay, so it comes with 2 batteries. So it's like a theremin, this thing. So it's all about capacitive stuff, I think. Or is it resistive? I can't really remember. So yeah, 2 rechargeable 2032s. And it looks like this is, does it have a bit to tear? No, it doesn't. And I don't have any scissors, so let's just use this. Well, that's not worked. I need something to cut it with, like throwing wires and stuff everywhere. It comes with this, there we go, that's better. A little recharging board, that is fantastic. What does it say on the back? An LI2032 charger. Well, that is better than I'd expected. So we've got the 2 batteries over here, the charger, and here's the board. This looks very familiar. It kind of looks like it's already put together, which it is described as a kit, but this doesn't particularly look like a kit. So this might be a little bit disappointing. I've got the soldering iron on and everything. So what do we have? Let's zoom in a little bit, shall we? So this is it, this is the board. So we've got our speaker on here, we've got the battery holder. So what are they, 3.6 volts. We have an IC on here, which I can't read, hang on. It's gonna have to come up close. No, I still can't read that. I'm sure some of you will be able to zoom in and see that, but from my eyes right now, I can't read it. So yeah, it looks like basically it's not really a kit. It's already been made. It comes with a pencil, this little Return to Nature pencil. I like the little horse there. A couple of these zip ties. We've got some strips of this sort of copper tape, this adhesive copper tape. a couple of drawing pins, and a little pencil sharpener as well. Okay, so I guess I sharpen the pencil. I mean, do I solder anything at all? I don't think I understand this. I might look up the instructions quickly. Right, so firstly, it's not about, it's not a theremin. It doesn't seem to be the kind of thing where you can put it near something else and it couples or anything like that. So it's not quite like that. It's about resistance. So theoretically, I can, well, not theoretically, this should just work. It uses your body. So it uses the graphite that's in this pencil as a conductor, and so it conducts through the graphite and completes the circuit. So these are going to be connected down here where the pencil starts, through my hand, and then through the top of the graphite there. I'm going to pop a pin through the end, and that will complete the circuit through this sort of copper tape. So there's no real soldering here, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. I'm a bit disappointed. I was looking forward to doing some like surface mount soldering to show you guys what it's like, but we'll sharpen up this pencil and then we'll get it sorted. So yeah, as I said, it's been 7 years since my first electronics video, which is good and bad, because bloomin' heck, time has flown, hasn't it? I probably look like an ancient old man now in comparison to what I looked like then. And I'm not sure I know that much more about electronics. Certainly not this pen. There we go. That looks okay to me. I've got pencil shavings all over the place. I remember when I was a kid, I used to love pencil shavings. Right, so first things first is to zip tie on this board to the pencil. And give myself a little bit of room on either side. So I've got to hold the darn thing too. Well, this isn't working out all that well, is it? There we go. And then the last one. Oh, I do like these. I think I'm glad it was one of the first ones that I did. And I was quite disappointed with the way it came out for me because I didn't do it very well, unfortunately. I was just rubbish at it. I think it's because I probably soldered the wrong resistors in the wrong place. All right, let's get rid of those. Okay. Now, the idea next is to pop a pin into the end of this pencil, going through the graphite. It's actually quite difficult to do. There we are. And then we need to cut a little bit of this for each end. So I need, magically scissors have appeared. I need probably about that much for that end. We'll do that side first. So I've used this tape before. It's really useful stuff. What did I use it for? Oh yeah, magnetic wire connections are really quite useful. So you get some neodymium magnets and you wrap them in this stuff, and then you can put a wire on one of the layers and they stick together quite nicely. So I would like you not to use this opportunity to go back and look at my little back catalogue of videos, which are probably all horrendously embarrassing. It being 7 years, I don't really remember. Oh, I can't. I'm having a real time doing this. See if I've got anything sharp. Nothing too sharp, but that'll do. Yeah, it's been a long old journey, and I mean, I know I say that I didn't really learn a lot, but I don't feel like I've learned a lot, but I must have done. There we go. And just pop that over there. So not hugely neat, but then if you saw the first one that I did years ago, then you will not be surprised. And then that can just go down there as well. Very impressed, really I am, that it came with a charger for these batteries. Come on now. Yes. Oh yeah. First time lucky. Now. So this bit here is just for you to hold, so it doesn't touch the graphite on the other end of the pencil, because that would just make it sound all the time. So let's get a battery out and just pop it in. And I imagine while I'm holding this thing, it's going to make quite a lot of noise. Oops. In the right way first, David. Okay, here we go. So if I just touch one end and the other, oh. That was such a funny noise to me, I don't know. Oh my Lord. Oh, here we go then. I'm so sorry. Okay, take it seriously, David. Okay, so this is the musical pencil. This is how it works. So the idea is you've got, and I don't know what the specifics of the circuit are here. You've got a circuit that creates sort of a synthesized sound based on the resistance it sees across these two terminals. So I could put my fingers just here and it connects the circuit. And what it does with the pencil part, it uses the graphite. So you can draw that graphite onto paper and then use that as the connector. So let's find some paper and we'll give it a demonstration. I'm really sorry about laughing that much then, apologize. So I found an old notebook of mine. It's got ESP, I think it's where I was probably trying to write ideas down for videos, or maybe even a script. That's entirely possible. But let's let's draw something. So all I want to do is just create a nice big area of graphite. It doesn't have to be graphite from this pencil either, it could be anything. And so you want to sort of cover a lot of the area with graphite so that it creates that conductive path. And in theory, you could use paint or ink if you wanted to, anything that will be able to conduct electricity. So I'm just drawing a really bad light bulb, and then hopefully when I touch the bottom here, we should get some sound. And all I need to do now is just touch this copper piece there to complete that circuit. Well, no, appears not. Oh. I hope you guys can hear this. So there's not enough graphite laid down to create a continuous path. So let's lay a little bit more down. Can you hear the, so let's say I do, let's do something else. I'm going to do a shape that allows it to become sort of a musical instrument. So I'm just going to do some bars. And these, as I run the pen down, it should give me some pauses And I don't know how the conductivity is going to work, if it's thicker or if it's not, but we'll give it a go. We'll see if this is a success or if it's just freaking terrible. Okay, let's try this. No. Did you hear that? Well, let's call that the theme tune to the David Watts channel. Okay, well, that is that, I guess, isn't it? It's been it's been pretty fun. I do like it, but I thought it was a bit more of a kit, so I'm slightly disappointed in that respect. But what a lovely little kit it is. I mean, not only is the pencil awesome, and you get a sharpener with it, it comes in a little box, but you also get a little charger for these little lithium 2032 things. So, I mean, that's just a fantastic addition, isn't it? I mean, I can use that for loads of other things. I do love this, I really do. So I've got a mate who's got a kid, and I'll be going to see him at some point soon, so I might take this along. He's only one, but I mean, who's not going to enjoy this? Stephen Ludgate, if you're watching, you need to get this for your daughter. That'd be cool. Or I can send this one to you, let me know. But then she wouldn't get to make it, I guess. All right, well, it's been 7 years, isn't it? And probably that long making this video. So I'll speak to you all soon.